They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 22 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Jones now throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's a heck of a number for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Holding offense.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with career touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Takes it at the 7. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jones on first down. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To throw again on second down. Jones gets the dump off to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I don't care what he's listed in.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Looking to throw. Jones swings this one out wide for Pierce. And the Texans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Pierce. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Second down at 7. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The offense and QB Mac Jones running back out.
Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what
too.
I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And this one's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Jones throwing on first down. And he's got Jordan complete right side. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Going for it with Pierce. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones And throw right side complete to Parker. Jones now to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. Down to about the 45.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. With all
plays under review.
On for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Houston set to take over.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Jones' throw taken in by Collins.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 24-yard line.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 17-14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Derrick Henry, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we take the trip across Lake Erie to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Trevor Lawrence, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This is the tight end Fant. Second and 5.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Hand off right side to Pierce. Down at the 25.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball sustain.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Dallas up the middle. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Another run. Again, it's Dallas.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Dallas.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll set up a throw.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 2, Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tossing this out wide to Dallas.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And you know it pains them to be this close, and you know they're going to want to go for it here, but they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's underneath to Pierce.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football?
Give to the fullback on the dive.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert.
Operating from the gun. Jones
Getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, when you've got a kicker out there who's already missed twice, he definitely would rather have about a 30-yarder rather than one from a neighboring county.
Can we agree to just give him a pass on that one? It would have definitely been a way to turn his mood around, but instead, it's a 3rd miss and another scoreless possession.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check.
And this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
2nd and 2. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now on 3rd down, they need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up to the sticks.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
And he is going to have it.
Looking to throw. Jones.
On the slant, here's Collins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Taken in at the 3.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Jones now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Jones.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw. Jones. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Coach, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now left side on the swing pass. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.